Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Lazer Universal LED helmet taillight. Helmet mounted taillights are an ideal way to ensure you remain visible in low light conditions. With their high mounting location, helmet lights are visible even in dense traffic. The Lazer Universal LED taillight is one of Lazer's new helmet taillights that's designed to directly work with their lineup of KinetiCore helmets, as well as any helmet using a simple Velcro strap. Packaging is very simple, a cardboard box, basic specs on here and a nice little graphic around it. Go ahead and take it out of the box and go over the specs. Retail price on this is $34.99. It has a 40 lumen maximum output and is good for up to 54 hours of runtime. That includes 5 different output modes to choose from, as well as an integrated motion and light sensor. It also has a magnetic charging cable, which makes charging really simple, as you just have to get it close. And it's a direct attachment for the KinetiCore helmet with a simple rectangular mount. In terms of what comes with it, you get a generic Velcro strap, and this is great for any helmet. You just slide it in, lock it in place. You get the special proprietary magnetic charging cable, and you can see just get it close, and it'll start charging, as well as a little guideline that gives you the lumen output and run times of the different modes. Now let's take a look at the weight of the taillight. So the taillight by itself, and this is all you need if you have a KinetiCore helmet, comes in at 20 grams. They also have this very light Velcro mount, which actually doesn't register on our scale, so it's less than a gram. Unlike Lazer's previous helmet mounted taillights, this is not a model specific design. Instead, it uses a new rectangular mount, which is available in all the KinetiCore models. You also have a Velcro mount, which can be used on any helmet. You just wrap it through your vent. It's a very interesting design. It looks like a USB Type-C port with the rectangular shape, but you can see this basically has a flexible design. So when you put it in here and rotate, it'll actually expand and then lock into place. So it is quite secure, even though it has a very simple design. And then you rotate it 45 degrees to unlock it. So it's a nice feature, so you don't have to keep replacing your LED every time you switch up your Lazer helmet. But the downside is it's not as well integrated, so this actually sits outside of the shell of your helmet instead of being flush inside one of the vents. But again, the advantage is you can keep using this, and you can use this with any helmet now. It has a simple rectangular mount design that looks quite cool, and the LED itself consists of multiple surface mounted LEDs. You have to hold the button for a few seconds, you'll see it flash, and then turn on. You can see 4 LEDs inside, a very simple translucent reflector that's just red. And then you have 5 different modes to choose from. What's cool about this taillight is it has a lot of cool tech features. So you have a couple constant modes that don't leverage any sensors. You have the constant high, you have a pulsing, you have a eco pulse, and then you also have that other mode, and you saw it flash over here. This is the move mode, so if motion is detected, then it will turn on, but if you let it sit, then eventually it will turn off by itself and go into a standby mode until you move again. So a pretty cool feature. It takes about 30 seconds or more. You see now it's off. If I move it, it goes back to fast flash. The other mode leverages both the motion sensor and the ambient light sensor. So you can see right now it looks like it's off, but if I were to cover it up, you can see now it thinks it's dark and moving. But again, if I let it sit, it'll automatically turn off. So pretty cool feature. You can just plug it in and forget about it. You can manually turn it off, of course. So if you hold it, you will see that bottom LED indicate that it's now shutting off. So you do want to do a manual turn off just for a better battery life, as standby mode does require a little bit of power. The one downside to this design is that it does use a proprietary magnetic charging port, which is kind of cool because it is easier, but it doesn't mean you have to carry that cable around. And if you lose it, you'll have to purchase a replacement instead of a more generic USB port. Here we have 2 of Lazer's KinetiCore helmets. We have the CityZen, which is their urban version. You can see the connection port here. It really looks like a USB port if you didn't know what it was, because it has the same shape. But again, you plug it in, rotate, and then it locks into place, and then really easy to use. But you can see it does stick out, which helps with the side visibility. So if you do turn it on, it is more visible from higher angles. So when it's on, you can see, because it sticks out and not sitting inside one of these little vents, that it is more visible. It's also available on their road cycling helmets. We have the Strada here. And again, nicely concealed because it just looks like a little port and it's black right next to the belt. So you can plug that in, lock it into place. And again, great for extra visibility. So especially if you're in traffic, this is so high up that it can complement your taillight and then make sure you're still visible over cars or any obstacles in the way. There are 5 different output modes of the taillight. You have a constant boost mode, which gives you 40 lumens. Safe mode, which is a pulsing mode and good for 54 hours. You have a third mode, which is called pulsing, and that has 20 lumen output and lower runtime. Move is a fast flash and automatically turns off when you stop moving. And nighttime mode will also turn off during the day or when you stop moving and uses a pulsing pattern. As you can see here, the taillight has great visibility. It's not as bright as other taillights on the market, so it's not daytime visible. But during the night, the high mounting location gives you a very unique illumination pattern. And thanks to the protruding design, you have great side visibility. So if you ride in urban settings or low visibility, it's a great addition to your current light setup. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the Universal LED taillight. What we like about it is that it's a very clever mounting solution. It's compact and it's directly integrated into a lot of the KinetiCore helmets. We also like the fact that there's integrated sensors that maximize the runtime so you can get the most out of the battery. Also, you can easily swap this between helmets, especially if you have a Lazer KinetiCore helmet, or by simply removing the Velcro mount. Some of the cons for the light is the fact that it does use a magnetic charging cable, which means you have to keep track of the cable and carry it with you if you want to charge the light in multiple locations. You also have a confusing delay when you turn the light on and off, which is something you have to sort of get used to. We're also surprised that it doesn't use a cob LED design. Instead, it uses surface-mounted LEDs, which doesn't have quite as uniform as an illumination pattern. Taking everything into account, we give the Universal LED a 9.1 out of 10. It's a nice, smart helmet light with a clever mounting solution. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.